What is going on, everyone? It's Scott back from Crypto R Us. Now today we're going to be talking about not necessarily a brand new coin, but a brand new name for a coin. And that coin is Nano XRB. So if you guys are not familiar with Nano, it is a rebrand of the coin Raiblocks. Now, Raiblocks was kind of a mouthful. People didn't know what a rye was, and it just really didn't um, make sense to the team that ultimately the technology behind it and whatnot. It just the name didn't pop, and ultimately the community came together, voted on it, and they came up with the name Nano. And I really like the term Nano. It sounds better with crypto space. And if you can talk about trading Nano or using Nano to do this or that, it just to me it just pops better and it just flows better. So the team has been hard at work doing basically a complete rebrand, and they've launched a whole new website explaining what Nano is, um, and basically, yeah, going through all of that. So I'm gonna quickly cover Nano. This coin is far from new, but it has been getting really great traction today, and that is partially because of the rebrand. So Nano is currently trading at $18.58, up almost 20% on the day. We're seeing a $50 million volume trading today, and a $2.4 million cap. So it's currently sitting at rank 22. Um, it's down quite a bit since I'd say the past couple weeks. It used to be a top 20 coin, um, and sitting at around $30 back in the beginning of January. So it has gone down significantly since then. And basically, the developers are hoping that more people will buy into Nano. They'll understand the technology behind it, and hopefully, the name gives them better traction. So Nano is traded everywhere. It's traded on a lot of different markets: KuCoin, BitGrail, Right BTC, Mercatox. Um, Majority of the shares are on KuCoin though. So Nano, let's pop over to their website. What is Nano? So Nano is basically a new type of crypto that doesn't use a blockchain, similar to Bitcoin, but each wallet, each person gets their own blockchain. So it's very unique, and they call it a lattice structure. So because of the lattice structure, transactions are very quick. They're almost instant, zero fees, and they can have infinite scalability. So right now, some of the things that happen with blockchain and Ethereum is there's only so many transactions that can happen in a second, right? I think it's something like 8 transactions a second. And what happens is there becomes a backlog in transactions, fees go up, and you pay higher fees if you want your transaction to go through. But Nano is essentially instant. So you can trade on a micro fee structure. So instead of saying, I want to pay for a coffee, $5 coffee, with Bitcoin, it's impractical. It's, $10 to $30 depending on the day, depending on how the fees are. But with Nano, there's no fees. So it becomes more of a what they call real world crypto, a real world digital currency. And adoption is getting better. I've been following their Reddit for the past month or so. The team and the community is very strong. Lots of people are committed to Nano and to see their success and development. And yeah, so they've got a lot of cool things here. They have online wallets, and they also have the idea of managing it on your desktop. So you don't even have to have an online wallet. You could just manage it, call it in a cold wallet, right? So if your computer was offline, you could store your Nano there, and that way it's more secure and you've got full control over it. Now they do have an iOS wallet, and you can download that as well. So they have a few different use cases here. why would you use Nano over another cryptocurrency, right? So the biggest one is Nano's instant and zero fee transactions make it ideal for cryptocurrency traders. Peer-to-peer trading, so quickly pay family members if you want to give them a birthday gift or something like that. Boom, trade them in Nano. And buying things from your local corner store, whether it's a bubble tea or a coffee, if it's $5, if it's $1, boom, you can trade it with Nano. And you know, if it's $1, well, it's only $1. You're not going to be paying for fees. So the biggest reason for the spike today was essentially their rebrand. They've got all sorts of stuff they're talking about on Medium. So if you guys pop over to their announcement, you can read their announcement from their main developers here. It essentially just says why they did it and what's to come. So basically, the XRB is going to be renamed to Nano. So all the addresses will be changed over time. It's going to take them some time to do that, obviously, but they want the rebrand to be consistent across the board. So a little bit about Nano, or aka Raiblocks. Launched in 2015, Nano is a low latency payment platform that requires minimal resources, making Nano ideal for peer-to-peer transactions. Nano transactions happen immediately, pay for the purchase, not the privilege, and Nano can process over 1,000 times more transactions than Bitcoin. So based on my rough math, that would equate to 8,000 transactions a second if Bitcoin can do 8 per second. Now it does say over 1,000, and I'm sure that that number is going to change over time. So this is the premise behind Nano. So each account has their own blockchain. With Nano, each account has their own blockchain as part of a larger ledger directed acyclic graph. Each individual user provides computational power for the verification of their own transaction, meaning the entire network is not required to update the overall ledger. So essentially right now, the way Bitcoin works is every time a new transaction works, the existing blockchain has to verify all those transactions. It becomes very complicated. And right now, the 1 megabyte block size is limited in how many transactions can occur per second. So there's been lots of speculation about, do we increase the block size? Do we have the Lightning Network? What can we do to speed things up on Bitcoin? And Nano's basically solved that by giving everyone their own blockchain. So pretty cool concept, very unique. Wallets are pre-cache the anti-spam proof of work. Wallets pre-cache the anti-spam proof of work for the next transaction online. When it's sent, making transactions instantaneous as both sides have proof of work ready to go. And running nodes is very, very cheap and lightweight. That is how they can basically have no fees. So yeah, guys, this is not a new coin by any means, but it's essentially a rebrand, and it's a new start. It's a jump start for Raiblocks and for Nano and for the team. I really hope that this technology can get into more stores, into more hands. And really the biggest thing for them is if they can get better traction and get onto a bigger exchange. There's been speculation that it might hit Binance, and Binance is a pretty large exchange. So if it can get on a bigger exchange, it's just going to get more exposure, and more exposure is typically always a good thing. And hopefully the coin can get better traction and in more people's hands. And ultimately, hopefully it can get back up to that $30 mark that we saw pretty much 1 month ago today. It was sitting at $33, and today we're sitting at 18. So it's been pretty rough month for Nano. Hopefully the rebrand could help it, guys. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Please remember to subscribe. We're going to be coming out with crypto videos every single day, telling you which ones to buy and which ones to stay away from. And today's a very unique day. We're not going to be actually endorsing Nano, but really it's just more of an informational video explaining the rebrand and why they did it. So I hope that sheds some light for you guys, and we'll talk to you later.